FIFA World Cup 2026, here is your complete guide to all 72 group stage matches, featuring official USA and UK timings. Let's get straight to the schedule. FIFA World Cup 2026, Group Stage, Match 1 to 72. The 11th of June, 2026. Total matches 2. Match number 1. Mexico vs South Africa, Group A. Match number 2. South Korea vs Czech Republic, Group A. The 12th of June, 2026. Total matches 2. Match number 3. Canada vs Bosnia and Herzegovina, Group B. Match number 4. USA vs Paraguay. Group D. The 13th of June, 2026. Total matches 4. Match number 5. Qatar vs Switzerland, Group B. Match number 6. Brazil vs Morocco, Group C. Match number 7. Haiti vs Scotland, Group C. Match number 8. Australia vs Turkey, Group D. The 14th of June, 2026 Sunday. Total matches 4. Match number 9. Germany vs Curacao, Group E. Match number 10. Netherlands vs Japan, Group F. Match number 11. Ivory Coast vs Ecuador, Group E. Match number 12. Sweden vs Tunisia, Group F. The 15th of June, 2026. Total matches 4. Match number 13. Spain vs Cape Verde, Group H. Match number 14. Belgium vs Egypt, Group G. Match number 15. Saudi Arabia vs Uruguay, Group H. Match number 16. Iran vs New Zealand, Group G. The 16th of June, 2026. Total matches 4. Match number 17. France vs Senegal, Group I. Match no. 18. Iraq vs Norway, Group I. Match number 19. Argentina vs Algeria, Group J. Match number 20. Austria vs Jordan, Group J. The 17th of June, 2026. Total matches 4. Match number 21. Portugal vs DR Congo, Group K. Match number 22. England vs Croatia, Group L. Match number 23. Ghana vs Panama, Group L. Match number 24. Uzbekistan vs Colombia, Group K. The 18th of June, 2026. Total matches 4. Match number 25. Czech Republic vs South Africa, Group A. Match number 26. Switzerland vs Bosnia and Herzegovina, Group B. Match number 27. Canada vs Qatar, Group B. Match number 28. Mexico vs South Korea, Group A. The 19th of June, 2026. Total matches 4. Match number 29. USA vs Australia, Group D. Match number 30. Scotland vs Morocco, Group C. Match number 31. Brazil vs Haiti, Group C. Match number 32. Turkey vs Paraguay, Group D. The 20th of June, 2026. Total matches 4. Match number 33. Netherlands vs Sweden, Group F. Match number 34. Germany vs Ivory Coast, Group E. Match number 35. Ecuador vs Curacao, Group E. Match number 36. Tunisia vs Japan, Group F. The 21st of June, 2026. Total matches 4. Match number 37. Spain vs Saudi Arabia, Group H. Match number 38. Belgium vs Iran, Group G. Match number 39. Uruguay vs Cape Verde, Group H. Match number 40. New Zealand vs Egypt, Group G. The 22nd of June, 2026. Total matches 4. Match number 41. Argentina vs Austria, Group J. Match number 42. France vs Iraq, Group I. Match number 43. Norway vs Senegal, Group I. Match number 44. Jordan vs Algeria, Group J. The 23rd of June, 2026. Total matches 4. Match number 45. Portugal vs Uzbekistan, Group K. Match number 46. England vs Ghana, Group L. Match number 47. Panama vs Croatia, Group L. Match number 48. Colombia vs DR Congo, Group K. The 24th of June, 2026. Total matches 6. Match number 49. Switzerland vs Canada, Group B. Match number 50. Bosnia and Herzegovina vs Qatar, Group B. Match number 51. Scotland vs Brazil, Group C. Match number 52. Morocco vs Haiti, Group C. Match number 53. Czech Republic vs Mexico, Group A. Match number 54. South Africa vs South Korea, Group A. The 25th of June, 2026. Total matches 6. Match number 55. Ecuador vs Germany, Group E. Match number 56. Curacao vs Ivory Coast, Group E. The 25th of June, 2026. Total matches 6. Match number 57. Japan vs Sweden, Group F. Match number 58. Tunisia vs Netherlands, Group F. Match number 59. Turkey vs USA, Group D. Match number 60. Paraguay vs Australia, Group D. The 26th of June, 2026. Total matches 6. Match number 61. Norway vs France, Group I. Match number 62. Senegal vs Iraq, Group I. Match number 63. Cape Verde vs Saudi Arabia, Group H. Match number 64. Uruguay vs Spain, Group H. Match number 65. Egypt vs Iran, Group G. Match number 66. New Zealand vs Belgium, Group G. The 27th of June, 2026. Total matches 6. Match number 67. Panama vs England, Group L. Match number 68. Croatia vs Ghana, Group L. Match number 69. Colombia vs Portugal, Group K. Match number 70. DR Congo vs Uzbekistan, Group K. Match number 71. Algeria vs Austria, Group J. Match number 72. Jordan vs Argentina, Group J.